You don't need a new car to enjoy the latest tech. This is the CarPlay upgrade you've been waiting for. Meet the 8-inch wireless portable CarPlay and Android Auto Smart Screen, a revelation for anyone wanting seamless connectivity and advanced features in their current
So,
ride.
thanks to our sponsors, we got an all new product to talk about right here. This is the Smart Screen. Now, I will, of course, provide information for Amazon how to order one of these. The Smart Screen offers voice control. It has a touch screen. It's an 8-inch touch screen, so basically it's like a tablet style. And basically, I'm going to show you the unboxing of it, and I'm going to walk you through basics of, the setup. Most of this stuff is pretty easy to set up. But basically, this gives you GPS navigation. You can connect your phone to it to enjoy real-time navigation. So that basically typically uses Android Auto or Apple Auto in order to give you the GPS locations, because basically what it does is it mirrors what's on your phone. Screen mirroring has basically allowed a lot of these different types of products to come out. So basically you can upgrade an older car that doesn't have anything, attractive about it. Like you can upgrade, like say a 2008 Honda Accord or say a 2005 Lincoln LS. You can take an older car and you can add relatively new features to it. So touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and basically all you have to do is plug it in. And when you plug your phone in or you connect your phone wirelessly, it basically mirrors whatever the data is coming off of your phone. So let's get into it. Let's see what it looks like. It's actually a nice product, but let's take a closer look, see what it looks like. Okay, so unboxing. Of course, I'll show you how easy it is to mount this into your car. So, we have the screen itself. So that's the first thing you're greeted by, is the actual display screen. Let's take a close look at that. So basically, it looks like a typical tablet at first glance. It has, as you can see, it has MagSafe lock-ins in the back. And as for connecting things to it, you have USB-C is going to provide the power. And then you have AV-in, which means that there's a camera that you can plug in. And then you have a micro SD slot, which allows you to record things, or if it offers video playback, you can play back usually off of the micro SD card. I'll try to test that feature to show you what that looks like. So you're met by, please make sure your Android phone system is 11.0 or above and your iPhone is 12.0 or above. But Huawei's are not supported. Please turn on Siri, Google Voice Assistant before using CarPlay Smart Screen. Please use Bluetooth to connect the car audio to get a more perfect sound quality experience. Please use the original charging cable in the package after you receive. If the running speed is slow during use, please restore the CarPlay screen to factory settings and restart the phone. If you need firmware upgrade and customized boot screen, please contact us, and then they give you a QR code for who to contact, as well as it says dc@umail.com. So basically with these things, the interface on most of these devices is pretty much the same. Because of the fact that you're dealing with old cars, the assumption is made that you probably don't have many connections into the car's radio itself. Usually, the best way to connect these things would be an aux cable, like a 3.5 or 2.5 millimeter, if so necessary. This port right here is a 2.5 millimeter. And then there's a 3.5 millimeter for the, what is that? Yeah, there's a 3.5 millimeter for the aux, but there's a 2.5 millimeter for the camera. So obviously there's definitely going to be a camera in here. And usually whenever you get a camera, the backup camera, which is in here somewhere, this is the 12-volt adapter. We'll look at that in a minute. This is the mount. And right here is the large mount for mounting this. You can hang mount it. So you can basically There's many different ways to do this. Some people like to put these things on the left driver's hand side. Some people like to put it right in the middle so that it covers up whatever is on their dash. It all depends how you want to set it up. And right here, you have the 3.5 auxiliary cable so that you can plug it directly to the car. Now, as far as having a backup camera, this model right here doesn't come with a backup camera. However, if you did want to use a backup camera, if you have a backup camera like this one right here, if you have a backup camera like this one right here, these backup cameras typically always come with a 2.5 millimeter jack, and you just stick that right in there, and that allows you to look through this in order to see video images coming out of your tow hitch or wherever you set the camera up. So in the last video about one of these products I did, I had showed you how you can run multiple cameras in your car so that this way, if you're an Uber driver or something, you can record people who are sitting directly behind you. All right. So as far as the adapter, this is a 12-volt adapter that connects using USB-C. This is what is this? This is DC 12 to 24 volt, and it has an output of DC 5V. So it's a 5-volt output. So this is more than enough to run this, which also means that I should be able to show you the connections and how it works. I should be able to do it using a regular USB-C before I take it to the car. And so I'll keep everything in here until I'm ready to put it in the car. But it's a nice little display. This is kind of different than what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing displays where it kind of looks like either it's like a mirror or it looks like it's landscape mode. Like it instead of being portrait, it's landscape. I'm used to like landscape mode. But hey, if it works, it works. All right. So just to demonstrate how it works, I have a USB-C cable right here. I'm just going to plug that in. And once that is plugged in, I dropped it. Yeah, I'm plugging it directly into a power source into the wall. All right, so this is USB-C. This should work just fine. Welcome. Oh yes, I forgot. You have to turn it so make it so it's easy to see. All right. So it asks you to please select the language. We will pick English, of course. And that is the screen. So this is 8-inch touchscreen, and it's portrait mode. Now, some cars, have a portrait mode style setup. But this is like for older cars that basically don't have anything, especially if you have a small car. If you have a small car, this will pretty much look nice in it. So as you can see, typical with CarPlay or Android Auto, all you have to do is connect your phone to it. So how would we be connecting our phone to it? Well, first of all, we can plug it directly in using a USB cable. But before I even try showing you what it looks like to plug your phone into it, let's just look around and see what things look like inside the user interface. So you can see the firmware version, factory reset, assistive touch, clear connection, service, language, driving position. So you can left rudder and right rudder. Okay, so we'll keep it at left rudder. That I guess they call the steering wheel rudder. So I guess they're assuming right rudder means like you're in England and the steering wheel's on the right-hand side. Okay, you can have auto dimming. So it gives you lots and lots of access to auto dimming. So if if you're driving around at night, it won't blind you like if it gets dark. Reminder tones, yeah, we'll keep those on. Screensaver, you can turn off 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. I could use, let's see, 1 minute. So this way it doesn't just turn right off. Wallpaper. So you have this as a wallpaper right here as a background. That, you have this color, that black. They have a black color, if you could see that. In fact, let me try turning one of these lights off, make it easier to see. See, my computer's kind of creating a little bit of glare back there. Okay. Okay, so that's one color, two color, three color. So you have three options. I'll leave it on that one because that one looks pretty much like something you'd, get packaged with iOS. So let's return to the main screen. As far as music, right now there's absolutely nothing to play. I could take a micro SD card and put some music on it and try to test that. So let's just keep looking. Audio output. Let's see. The sound is played by the speaker of the machine. So this is where you connect to the car. If you have an auxiliary port in your car, the 3.5 millimeter jack is how you connect that to the car. FM allows you to tune the car to a channel that doesn't have much interference. And then you tune this to the channel that doesn't have much interference. And then you can output directly to the car. This is pretty nice because I had used one of these things where it had a feature just like that. And it's a pretty good feature because, see, the problem is a lot of these cars that they make in China are really, really old and they don't have all the new features. They're trying to get rid of those over time. But when you're trying to update an older car, a lot of times it's really difficult. Now, Bluetooth audio is obviously exactly what it says. It says, please use your phone to connect the Bluetooth of the original car stereo. So what this is basically doing is it's going to guide you through when you want to connect to the, when you want to connect to the audio of the car using Bluetooth, you're going to have to do it through your phone. When your phone is being used with the Apple CarPlay, the touch screen here will allow you to connect to your phone in order to scroll through things and to touch things. But the Bluetooth audio, all audio going out is going to be played towards the car, and it's going to go directly from the phone. As you can see here, speaker, the sound is played by the speaker of the machine. So what I could do is I could load up some music using a micro SD card and show you just, how the machine sounds by itself. Never mind. And now keep in mind, I'm going to have to use video game music because if you use music from any copyrighted source, what'll end up happening is you'll get a copyright flag with YouTube. So since I don't want that to happen, I would probably use some video game music in order to show you that. So as you can see, there's a Bluetooth button right here. And what else is here? So basically, this is really a larger screen than your phone. So this is basically screen mirroring. Now, as you can see, there's also an AirPlay button. Now, for those of you who have like Apple TV or you use a lot of Apple products, you pretty much know AirPlay is going to cast from this device to another device. So what I'll do is I'm going to load up some video and I'll load up some audio to a micro SD so I can show you what it looks like on the machine before you even try to connect iPhone to it or Android phone to it. And then what I'll do is I'll try to get a video clip of an Android phone connecting to it, so just so you can see what the Android Auto looks like on it. Because I have an old car that I can connect all this stuff into, and this way it allows you to just see how does this run if you have an old car and you're trying to make your old car upgraded. And one thing I got to say before I move on, I really appreciate China for making all of this stuff that we can add to our cars, because if you have even an old jalopy, if you keep it clean and everything, you can add so much stuff. It's amazing. You can add heated and ventilated seat covers. You can add massage seat covers with heating and ventilation. Yeah, some of it's pricey, but it's really cool the fact that you can actually buy stuff like that and add it to the car. And then when it comes to these touchscreens, this touchscreen is relatively small. So this is the kind of touchscreen I would use if I had a very small sports car. But if I had a much, much larger car, they have even larger screens, like 12-inch screens. They have very big screens that you can get. So I'm really happy that they actually make stuff like this, because it makes having an older car a little bit more easier to enjoy. They have a Bluetooth management button that allows you to connect this device directly to your car, and you use CarPlay in order to do it. Now, one of the things that I should point out about CarPlay, my Cadillac Lyriq, for example, I was a little disappointed, and I guess maybe this is something they didn't think of, but Tesla, when you buy a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, they make it so that you can use the display screen that's in the car to play games. They make it so you can watch movies, videos, And you can do all of that while the car is standing still, such as if you're at the charging station and you're charging the car. Now, my car didn't have that ability, even though I have an Android-based system in my car. So with a screen like this, you can watch movies and videos when this thing is set up that you would normally have on your iPhone. The one thing that gets me about it is the fact that the design for this screen is portrait mode rather than being landscape mode. Because nowadays everybody's used to watching video as a 16:9. We're really not used to doing portrait unless you're like somebody who's addicted to Instagram or TikTok or something like that. So, that's like a little nitpick and something that you should consider. It's a very nice device. It's a very solid device. And this is a device specifically for somebody who has a smaller, older car, and they want to be able to connect their phone, and they want to be able to use their phone while it's charging, but they want to be able to have access to it. This is important if you're in a state where they don't allow you to use your phone while you're driving, because if they catch you with your phone in your hand, they're going to give you a big ticket and you're going to lose points. So here, the Uber drivers have these. All the Uber, Lyft, rideshare, all the delivery guys, they have these. So basically, just by seeing what this device is, I'm pretty sure you can get a lot of ideas about how you would implement it in your car, regardless what it is you do. Even if you're just looking delivery by delivery to see who you got to go to next, or you're just using the GPS navigation system. This has lots and lots of uses. The only thing about it is everybody's going to have their own individual use. All right, when you want to switch to CarPlay mode instead of Android mode, all you need to do is turn on the Bluetooth on your phone, and then you tell the device to use the CarPlay with Smart Screen. So I'm going to do that now. Because of the fact that I attached Apple CarPlay to my phone, I'm able to show you what's on my phone, but the problem is there was no audio simply because there's no speaker being used on the phone. It's going through the device and it's not connected to the car, so there's no mic. So I had to redo this part right here. When you connect your Apple or Android phone using CarPlay or Android Play, it basically mirrors what's coming off of your phone. So therefore, anything that you pretty much see on your phone, you'll be able to see here through music or through the Google Maps app or through the Apple Maps app or whatnot. Now, one of the things that does really annoy me about Apple is that certain features are not included that Android includes because it's open source. And Apple locks down a lot of the things that you would normally have. Like, for example, they make it so you can't watch videos, obviously, because they wouldn't want you watching videos while you're driving the car. So you can't do that. I've been trying to figure out if there's ways around that so that you can watch videos off your phone, but as far as I know, there's not. Now, what some people would do is, they just get like a large iPad or something and they just use it and it would be mounted to their dash. But the thing about it is most people really don't want to do something like that. Of course, it's extremely dangerous. You're not supposed to do it. But as you can see, all of the audio features are pretty much there. You have podcasts. You have the now playing for your iPod. You can also get into your chat apps such as WeChat, WhatsApp, and whatnot. And for most of you, some of you don't use Apple's app for music. You use Spotify, which is fine because as you can see, Spotify shows up. I have SiriusXM, and I typically use SiriusXM every single day, but I usually use it through my car, so that's not something I would use here. Fortunately, if you have the SiriusXM app on your phone, yes, you can use it here. In addition to that, it also allows you to see apps for electric car charging. So if you needed to navigate to an electric charger to charge your Tesla, you'd be able to do that through here, as you can see. So Electrify America, EVgo, those apps work. Now, as you can see here, this is what it looks like to use the maps. There are buttons, depending upon which app you use, that allows you to speak voice control to the map and tell it where you want to go. Or you can simply type it in, and you can type it in right on this display. You don't have to do it on your phone, but you could do it on your phone, and it'll just be mirrored onto the display. So as you can see, it's it's pretty nice. It's easy to use. Apple CarPlay is one of the best there is, and Android CarPlay is also pretty good. But I prefer Apple CarPlay. It looks good. I just wish the screen was bigger here.
And Android users unlock exclusive controls, swipe between videos directly on the screen without missing a beat. There's a lot more to talk about. Ask any questions in the comments. Priced competitively at under $70, this portable screen combines convenience, versatility, and premium features that blow other screen plays out the water. Click on the orange shopping cart and check it out. Thanks. God bless.